Good day to you guys. Yeah, we're actually finally reviewing the much anticipated Broly Kong Beast Deities figure. So finally, I was able to get a hold of him. So uh, the one I actually bought is the Super Saiyajin 3 figure. Okay, so you may be wondering why is it that this figure is on the default figure with its head on it. Okay, so what actually happened here is that if you've noticed, this is the Z012. So here it is. If you've noticed, B0112. That's the indicator that I bought the Super Saiyan 3 figure. This figure is actually noted as B10. Next to it would be the one that's using a purple pants. Okay, so that's the other one. So looking here, I just would like to set up the expectations and what to expect on this figure. So first and foremost, I brought him this way because fortunately the hair is very heavy. Okay, so it's almost half the. Let me go ahead and pull up the hair for comparison for you to know. So here it is. If you've noticed, we do have the Super Saiyajin 3 hair here. It's almost 90% of his height or 80% of his height, and almost 100% of his weight. So imagine this. So if you've noticed, this is what you get. It's pretty much the same mold with the B10, same pants, and it does have two, what do you call this, bangs. Just like this one looks like Goku used to have, but this one is the one that when I think I saw this in the Japanese anime, featured in one of Japan's in Bandai's, I think it's cinema, or it's like it's just like Disneyland in Japan. Anyway, something like that. It's like uh, a place to go of people. That's how I saw that. I mean, in the video. But anyway, so my point here is this figure definitely is. I've anticipated this one. I even paid a lot of money just getting this. That's approximately $300 in total for everything. So I'm thinking of getting. I mean, this was pre-ordered for almost. I think cheapest is almost $120 here in the Philippines. But right after it was released, the price almost doubled. So he's really sought after, especially if you're a Dragon Ball fan. You definitely compared to the SH Figuarts figure, this really is one heck of a chunk. So reason why I actually defaulted, and I'll explain to you later where did I get this hair, and possibly you get more bang for your buck, is this hair. I if you place it, so things to consider if you're going to buy the Beast 80s figure. First and foremost, this particular headpiece, compared to the SH Figuarts, it's very tight. I mean, you need to force. I mean, you really need to force yourself to place it here. And this one, the peg, I was able to replace it with the longer one. I'll show it to you later. The peg here is the extended one, so you can see that the neck is a little longer. So I made a lot of adjustments. So the hair, I bought it with the RB002. So it actually has four hair and 4 head sculpts. So I think that would be for future references. It features the let me just have this removed here. Place it here. So if it was actually what do you call this? I'm sorry. It's just like you're having 4 figures, extra 4 figures, in this one. So number one, you get this the default head, the hair. I'm sorry, the green one, and the counterpart would be like it's a light up feature. I'll show it to you. Okay, just a moment. Let me show you the kind of hairs it's available. Just a moment. All right, going back. So I just would like to highlight the heads coming from the RB002. So the one that's is currently using right now. This one I removed him already. Sorry about that. So yeah. So going back here, here are the 4 heads included. So if you've noticed, this is the greenish hair, right? I think this goes here. No, my apologies. This one goes here, or the default one. This is the default face coming from the figure itself, but I didn't place the angry faces included in the extra head sculpt and the hair. So originally this goes here, the one that's being used. And then this yellow one is for the transparent one. I think this one actually has a battery on it. There's a metal rod there. I place it there. If you place it, it will light up. Same thing with this one. I think this goes with like an Ultra Instinct face and an Ultra Instinct hair. And then I think it's Super Saiyajin 5, just like with the Goku one. So that's what the hair is for. So yeah, I mean, under one body you can get all this with the hair on it. I think this costs almost $70 just for the Super Saiyajin 3 hair. Almost the same as this one. It's just 4 head sculpts. But if you, I think it's for future references that if you would like to have all these options available for the Broly figure, you have it already. But one thing that I would like to point out is that because the peg for all these hairs to be replaced with the original peg in the head, you may be placing your figure at risk of breaking the peg at the waist peg, because I saw one of our friends in one of our groups there. The peg was actually broken because you need to push really hard this head so that it would go and align properly. I even use silicone gel, so that wouldn't hurt the quality of the plastic, and this would ensure that the quality of the colors would not change. So silicone grease is one of the best that you can use. And when I replace the peg, you can use a long nose pliers. You simply just need to pull it very quick, just snap it up, and that's it. So I've been really anticipating this one, but I miss getting the pre-orders. Lucky ones that were are the ones that were able to get it for a cheaper price. But I'm just letting you know that yeah, for me it's worth it. But being a double, it's hard. But it's keep going. I mean, the price is always going up, and knowing that these Deities is no longer producing it. Demand is high, price is high, so law of demand and supply. So let me go back, and I just like to point out some of the things again that you need to consider before you buy this figure. All right, just a moment. All right, going back, so I just like to give you a size comparison of how big this figure is. Okay, so you can see the Yu Yu Hakusho figure here, which is an SH figure arts, is waist height. Same thing with Chainsaw Man figure. So uh, the thing that really stands up with this figure is that his presence is really big. That I can say. And the material that was used for this figure, it's just like the one if you have the material used is just like the one that's being used in the Storm collectible figures. Storm collectible. So like Baki Hanma, it's just like a rubberish, but this one's a knockout. My apologies then, but just to give you a size comparison, just to see how the sheer size of Broly over a Storm collectible figure is overwhelming. Even the presence, right? So I mean, if you're going to buy this one, I even ordered a Diamonical Fit Broly because I sold my original SH Figure Arts Broly. Saying here is that if you're going to buy this, you need to buy this. If it really is it, and it's no longer available, which I doubt. But the demand really is high, so I could say that I really paid a lot of money for this one. The only unfortunate thing is that I won't be able to maximize the additional head options because that would compromise the what do you call this? The integrity of the peg here and the waist what do you call that? The waist peg, because I saw one of our a group one of the buyers of this figure suffered a loss already. So I'm not sure who you bought this to and if they can give a warranty that they would be able to replace the peg that was broken. So hopefully he would be able to have it replaced. But essentially, if we're going to buy this, we're getting it for a cheap price. By all means, I would suggest you get it. He's really imposing. My figure arts figure is kept hidden, so I wasn't able to get. But anyway, I only had the Broly, the green one. So anyway, I'm just letting you know before you buy this figure. Things to consider would be he's really imposing. The price really is it's really expensive. I really would like to buy the other one. I mean, keeping him at the Super Saiyan 3 figure with the head that's as heavy as the body is, which is I think it's half a kilo, 500 grams, and if we're able to combine both, it's almost a kilo, 1,000 grams. So the knees would suffer eventually. So I mean, yeah, given the other option, if you just want to have that option, and as I mentioned, if you simply as replacing the hair, you need to wrestle yourself in making sure that you would be able to remove and replace it. It's not like the typical SH figure arts figure that you can simply replace the head, the hair, as simple as it is. It's really hard. So pushing and pulling it up each and every time would eventually wear down the peg here, would damage this one, the waist peg, including the peg here. So because I'm talking not a simple force, but you really force it in and force it out. So I mean, those are my insights. I bought the hair thinking that it's a good deal that you're having those options, but if you can really buy another figure and you would like to keep, let's say, the Super Saiyan 3 figure, Super Saiyan 3 form, I would suggest that, I mean, if you have that money to buy the figure, then by any means do it. But if not, then, and if it's cheaper, because I bought this at twice the price of what it was pre-ordered. So if you're asking me if I'm happy buying this figure, I am. Mm-hmm. Happy having the figure, but the price that I paid for it, not that much. But again, it is what it is. I mean, I have the options, the hair, the earrings, and all that. But if you can buy the figure itself with the body on at a cheaper price, Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan 5, I would suggest you buy all the figures and then you just place all the heads, because replacing the head and placing, changing it and all that, it really is tiresome. So those are the things that you may need to consider. I have the monocle fit Broly coming in later, so I may be able to review that as well. So I'm a big Broly fan, so I still have second thoughts of buying another one the right price. But for now, for all these, I don't think so. Okay, hopefully you can support my channel and we'll be able to provide some good insights. Again, just to summarize, things that you need to look into before buying the figure is that when you open up the figure, it comes just like this one. That is the head. So when you remove that head and the arms that's the black fingers on it, just like the wolf, that's a default one, I think, for making sure that it would not be like a counterfeit. But it is what it is. I mean, everybody knows it's a counterfeit. I mean, it's a bootleg, or I think it's a third-party figure, but it's not the official one. But nonetheless, I'm just saying that this form. I mean, the head and the hands are the default one when it comes out, and you can replace it. And then if we're going to place the head for the first time, you really need to force it in, and I think that really is the one that would cause damage to the neck peg, especially this waist peg. So you need to be very careful about it. So this is soft material, just like the Storm collectible figure. I have Saga, other figures there, but it was kept locked, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But just to give you a Yujiro Hanma, this one is a knockoff as well, but it pretty much resembles the original. So I'm just giving you an insight of how big this figure is. I mean, for the money ratio to the typical SH Figure Arts figure, I mean, if we're talking about weight to ratio, I think it really is a bang for the buck. Nonetheless, I mean, getting one is good. I mean, if you have the means and ways, then by all means buy all three. B10, 11, and 12. 12 is the Super Saiyan 3. B10 is this form. B11 is the battle damage figure, and comes with the purple pants. So I hope I was able to give you a very helpful inputs on what to expect. And I regret not buying another one, because I would like to keep him at this form, to keep the Super Saiyan 3 hair. It's very top heavy, so this figure is very sturdy. If you've noticed, it doesn't even flinch, right? But the the damage would be here, at the joints at the feet, because the hinge joints there is not as big as the knee joints. Right. So the knee joints are good, but because the hair of the Super Saiyan 3 comes over here and it's as as the body, so balance is a problem. So I would suggest, if you want to buy, I mean, for me, I should have bought the B10, but the the head sculpts, the 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 hair options, it would really come in handy if I really would like to replace it. But if that would be the case, I really would like to buy another figure just for keeps. Anyway, hopefully I was able to give you an input and insight on this figure. I mean, it really is a great figure. I've been longing to have this kind of Broly figure for a long time. So just letting you know that it really is worth it. Okay, and hopefully uh, once the Harmonical fit um, figure Broly comes in, I receive it. I'll give a comparison figure. And again, appreciate your time, guys. And it's been a while since I made another review of a figure, so this is really sought after. And appreciate all your help. And like and subscribe. Have a great day. Thank you, guys.